Today I'm going to be answering the question, why should I buy versus rent? If you're not renting for, short period of time, 1-2 years or something, then purchasing generally makes sense. Obviously, we can assess everything and look at the numbers. Historically, number one, when you look at charts going back 70, 80, 90 years, homeownership has proven that values go up, and just on appreciation alone, it makes good sense. However, when you lock in a 30-year fixed mortgage rate, whether it's at 6% or 5%, your interest rate is fixed. It's not changing month in, month out, year in, year out for 30 years. And as you can imagine right now, with interest rates rising, with inflation rising, when renting, there are increases in rents, and those rental increases also take CPI indexes into a factor and add actually an initial percentage to that as well. It prevents you from feeling like you're taking one step forward and 2 steps backwards. That's sort of what happens when you're renting versus owning. When you're owning, another benefit is whatever that loan amount is that you have, you're paying principal and interest on it. And it's almost like you're reinvesting in yourself, because you're actually paying down that loan amount, which essentially is paying yourself, because now that's being captured as equity. There's a difference between that equity as well as appreciating equity. So these are just some benefits, clear benefits from purchasing versus renting. Other things are every year, you can make tax deductions based on the interest that you pay. And for people who are purchasing now, your interest is usually front loaded. So meaning you pay a bulk of your interest payments on the front end of the loan versus the back end of that 30-year loan. So right there's also added benefits. Something else to also be mindful and think about is that, when you purchase a home, obviously aside from the fact that you're owning it, you can always refinance. So right now, even if rates were 6.25, let's assume that in 2 years, if they do come down, you could refinance, or in 1 year if they do come down. We know that we're in a rising rate environment until inflation is tamed, but it's something to think about. So whereas with rent, that's not happening because you don't get to refinance your rent. And unfortunately, rents usually don't get lowered that much either. So I hope that answers that question. And I'll be in touch with you soon. I know in the last segment I had mentioned I wanted to share some neat things that we're doing here at Compass, Aklilu Real Estate in partnership with Compass. We're so excited, and there's just some really cool things that we're doing. So we're going to start sharing some of that with you. One of the cool things that I've been talking with clients about more recently is Compass Concierge. And if you're an owner interested in potentially selling your home and you want to do renovations, please feel free to reach out to me. I'd love to explain to you how this Compass Concierge works. It's really cool. You don't have to you literally will spend less than $500. You can get a total renovation done to your home, fix it up to sell it. So I'd love to share it with you. It's an awesome, program. But there's many other things that we're doing as well. So I'll be in touch with you. Thanks for tuning in as always.